Welcome back to my channel. I haven't made a video in a really long time. I've wanted to make videos, but my living situation has changed and it's made it more difficult for me to make videos. So I'm trying. I've also been kind of depressed, so I haven't really been too great. I'm trying. Ever since October, I have been kind of like on a roller coaster of depression. It's just been really bad. Like I've been okay, and then I've had like really bad times, and yeah. So I've just been having a really hard time, and I'm just trying to be more positive. That's where I'm at right now. I still very much want to make videos. That's fun. So this is something that has been on my mind my whole life. So I'm sorry I'm talking really quietly. I hope you can hear me. I'm not trying to be like doing ASMR. I'm just trying to talk, but don't be too loud because it's really late. I used to be able to make videos like into the moonlight or into like the morning and be like really loud and be sitting and playing music, but I can't do that now. I don't know if my ideas are things that would interest other people. I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm sharing what I'm sharing in hopes that it will be something that people can relate to or take something from it. What was I going to say? It's raining. I hope to be someone that people you can relate to, can be like, oh yeah, I feel the same way, like, oh my gosh, I thought I was the only one. We all think that we are so alone in the world. We think like, oh no, no one else thinks that way, no one else does that. And then we realize we're really all so much the same, and you know, those things that we think are weird but no one else does, we'll find so many other people are actually the same way. The internet, social media makes this big world so small. Where shall I begin? Well, ever since I was little, I've always had this ideal of sorts. This stems from movies and I guess like the influence they have on our lives. Movies are such a big thing when we're like children. For me, they were like a really big thing. I just feel like, you know, the movies that we watch when we're young have like the greatest influence on us. They become so much part of us. Just as we live all our life at that point when we watch movies, we watch them so purely and so focused. Like we don't have like a million things running through our minds, you know, like I do now when I watch movies. I always have like so many things running through my head, like, oh, I need to do this, and just like when we're kids and we sit down and watch a movie, we are so engaged in it, and it's, you know, we don't miss a beat, and it becomes so much part of us. At least that's how it was for me. It's like the ideal is like you want your life to be like a movie. I just feel, I don't know how to like actually explain this. The beginning for me, the place that I need to start is right here. I always had this ideal that I created. I wanted to make my life like a movie, and I wanted to live my life like a movie. You know, we always think our life is gonna turn out like, oh yeah, that's like what it'll be like to be a teenager, and then it wasn't. Like I actually created, oh, I actually get it, I actually put it away. Hold on. So when I was younger, and this was probably more so something that came into being when I moved here, so like the latter part of my childhood. And I actually have an old videotape of like the beginning of my movie. I just had to like get my tapes like to work. I came up with a title, and I came up with a theme song, and I wrote the song, and I made like who starred in it, and of course I was the star. Yeah, and then I made the title, and then actually this was my like movie title. I can't really zoom in. That's just the way life is. That was the name of my life movie TV show. It's the name I came up with when I was like in 4th grade. That's when that was. And yeah, so basically ever since then, my whole life, I've just been kind of like waiting for, I don't know, just like waiting for my life to actually start waiting, to actually start living. So much of my childhood here, I was always preparing, and I would always be like, okay, like you're gonna take this week and then you'll be ready to start living, to start your movie life. I mean, I know it sounds very like, oh, you wanna like be like a movie, but it's basically just, I've just been struggling to live my whole life. I have been waiting for my life to start for as long as I can remember. And I've never really lived, and I've never really felt like I've lived. Oh, yeah, like, be a movie. Even throughout all of my teenage years, I always held on to that ideal of like, I want to live my life like a movie. Like, I never let that go. Because basically it was just like, I want to live my life like a movie. Is just for added effect, but really I've just always wanted to live my life. Struggled so much as a teenager, never feeling ready, always feeling like I have to do this before I can do this, before I can be ready. All in all, I've just been running in circles my whole life, never getting anywhere. And I am 23 now. I just turned 23 a little over a month ago. I can't say that I'm happy anymore. I mean, not that I couldn't ever necessarily say I was happy. I've definitely fallen back into depression, so I'm not depressed anymore. Of course, I deal with it a lot better. Where I got totally sidetracked. But yeah, so basically now here I am. I really struggled after I got over depression. Now the big monster was gone, but I still had a really hard time living. And then for a brief amount of time, I did live, and then I like died again. I felt like a zombie for too much of my life. I've just lived too little of my life. I don't know why I have such a hard time. With my birthday in February, that I could, I don't know, bring myself back to life in some way and just go with it, but it didn't last. I still found myself running in circles again, starting over, which is my problem. A major thing that I do, a major bad habit, and a really hard thing that I don't know how to explain. But my biggest downfall is the fact that I'm constantly starting over mentally, and that's why I'm running in circles and I never get anywhere, because I'm constantly starting over, constantly rewriting everything, and just like then everything I did before that becomes null and void. It just gets exhausting running in circles, starting over. I want everything to count. I want everything to be real. I just want to live my life. Like, I just want to like press play and go and like never look back. I want this to be the last time that I start over. I want my life to just go. I was thinking that, I don't know, I can make this video to kind of really be like an actual symbol, like something public, something official, something that I don't want to take back. And I've been wanting to do a video and like, let's just get this done, like right at the beginning of the month, and hopefully make this a better month and lead on to better months and a better year, better everything, better life. Yeah, take my life right here, right now, take myself, take everything, and just keep going with it. From this point on, everything counts, everything matters, everything is real, because I don't want to keep missing out on things anymore. It's like I'm constantly pausing and rewinding, but I just want to press play. I just want to like let it roll and just let my life go on. I want to live my life fully. I want to be present in every moment. I want to enjoy every moment and enjoy the moments that aren't so enjoyable, you know? Like, I want to just feel everything, and it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to fall apart. Like, everything is okay as long as you keep going. Take everything and grow from it. I want to start that movie that is my life, that I've wanted to start and watch and be a part of for so long. I just thought it would be the most fun way to live. And honestly, that's the most important thing in any situation. I have a lot of time, so do this, but don't forget to have fun. That should be number one. Rule number one is that you gotta have fun. I was gonna fling that, but didn't fling. I have a friend. I have a friend. I spent a lot of time with when I was younger. Like, she reminded me, she made me feel like, how do I explain this? It was like she was a character from a movie, and she made life fun, as if it were a movie. Yeah, she just totally like represented what it was that I wanted to be. It exists. I can make it happen. The first step, the beginning, the start of it all is living, is taking my life back. This is just basically where I'm declaring that I want this to be the beginning. I think this is also a good new kind of way to like start out my channel. I'm pretty much starting my channel over. I start everything over constantly. Like, I don't know if you've ever noticed, like, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll like delete a lot of things. Sometimes I'll just delete everything. Well, actually, I don't always delete them. Sometimes I just archive them and I bring them back at certain points. But that's me starting over. That's like how I start over. Everything is just like a baby, and I feel like I'm constantly like stunting myself, and I am like regressing because I'm not allowing myself to grow, and I feel like I haven't grown in such a long time. I feel like every time I do something, it's like the first time I'm doing it, and I can't get past learning how to do everything again. So I can kind of be like, I mean, it's my channel, so it's like, these are my little movies I want to live. And I want to do everything that I've ever dreamed of doing, and it's time to make it happen. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I'm overwhelmed by needing everything to be perfect, needing everything to be a certain way and right, and perfection doesn't exist. And I tell myself that, and I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. It can only get better from here as long as I let it. So from here on out, this is the beginning of maybe a new chapter in my life. Even though I'm still stuck in a part of my life I don't want to be in, but I can't change it unless I have the right attitude. Stop holding myself back. I've been my biggest obstacle. I've been standing in my own way for a really long time, and it's time that I stop. I don't know if this is something that people can relate to, but hopefully it's something that will be at least understanding of me, where I'm coming from, and what I do want out of life. I don't want to be here forever, and I don't intend on making nothing of myself. I want to make so much of myself. I want to do so many things that I just don't know where to start. But I can start right here. I will hopefully be making more videos. I have quite a few ideas. The singing videos are my main purpose for this channel, but I do have a song. Actually, I have a couple songs I'm working on, so hopefully, if this new outlook, hopefully I'll start getting those up, and I'll start doing lots of things that I want to do. And it's really hard for me because I'm not being very motivated, driven, unless I actually have something that sets me off. Then I become very driven and I'm very passionate. I just don't know what to do with it. I have so much within me, but I just don't know what to do with it, and I think I just get so overwhelmed that I just do nothing. Welcome to the beginning of my life. I thought a good title would actually be, because I think I should have my name. So I thought a good title, which I think is probably the title of this channel, would be SHALIN Wonderland, because it's my name. Wonderland, I've kind of always lived in a dream. I hope to actually find Wonderland. My dream world will turn into a real live Wonderland. This is just my journey. I call this SHALIN Wonderland, starring me, SHALIN. Current time, 2018, 23 years old. There aren't really a whole lot of other people in my life, so it is pretty much just me and my cat, but he left me. Went downstairs. I wanted him to be in my video, but he didn't want to be, so whatever. But my cat, his name is Slater. He has a very important role in my life. I don't know, I'm actually kind of excited. Okay, yeah, so my camera's gonna die, and I've pretty much said everything that I want to say, so, okay, so thank you so much for watching, and tell your friends. Bye. Okay, I'm actually just gonna keep talking until it dies. So thank you for watching. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your enemies. Tell everyone to subscribe to my channel and watch my videos, and you can follow me on Instagram, which I am pretty active on. Kittenishly. I don't really use a whole lot else. Just Instagram and YouTube. In real life. Let's be friends. Because one day I'm gonna make it in this world. I'm not gonna be here anymore, and I'm not gonna be saying these things anymore, and I'm gonna be where I wanna be. And I'm gonna be happy. I just might be famous. That's what I've wanted my whole life. Is to be something bigger, to be something more. And I wanna try to make that happen, so please help me. I deserve something out of this life. There has to be some reason. Because I question every day. I was born at the right time, in the right generation. I'm meant to be here, now. And it may take some time, but once I start going, I won't stop. Just be kind to me. sorry I was so quiet in this video. Bye bye. Arrivederci.
That's the best way it could be to be